Hey, we're live. What's going on? Welcome to the Daily Joe podcast. Can I say daily? Daily. John Daly? No. The Daily Joe podcast. Number 8. Number 8, man. Getting closer to that dozen, you know what I'm saying? Let's get the intro started, man, and we'll get on with the show. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Here we go.
And now it's time for the Daily Joe Podcast. August 17th, 2021.
And we're back. Just like that. Wow. Episode number 8. Yeah. I should know that, like, right off the bat, but can't keep up with nothing anymore, man. How are y'all doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day on this Tuesday. I try to do these podcasts on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. So 3 times a week for 1 hour. And we just talk with the chat and try to keep it based around guitar stuff, you know. But if the chat has something great to talk about, we can go in that direction as well. It just all depends how everybody's feeling, you know. But yeah, man, last night, Monday night, for my job, I have to go to Atlanta. And so going down there is not I just don't care about doing that. But, you know, I have to for my job. But anyway, so it was this drizzly, kind of misty rain stuff from the time I left Spartanburg, the dairy, all the way down to Dollar General Distribution Center in Atlanta, and it was like that all the way back. And you know, I was watching the weather, and it's that bad stuff's coming up through here from that storm. And so I got home early this morning, fixed me a little, you know, just a little bit of breakfast, and went to sleep. And I was awoken. Is that right? Awoken by some torrential downpours and the wind blowing, you know, just. And I woke up. I was like, "Am I dreaming, or is that, you know, is it throwing down outside or what?" So yeah, got up and yeah, it was. We need the rain bad, man. We need the rain so bad. So I was very glad to see it rain, you know. And right now it's just a steady rain. It's not now down the road a ways is Clemson University, Seneca, South Carolina, all that stuff. So from here, where I live, that's about probably, I don't know, between 30 to 40 minutes, I guess. And my wife, I stepped outside with her for a minute. We were just watching the rain and feeding the cats outside, and she had her phone. She said, "Look at this." And it was one of the local news channels, and the lady's like, "Okay, here, this area here, if you're in this area, you need to take cover now." And I was like, "What?" And it was just all red, you know, and I was like, that ain't good. That's horrible, man. And that's always one of my biggest fears of when you drive for a living. You know, you don't want to drive into nothing crazy. That's happened a few times, and it's always at night when it's the real bad stuff. You ever notice that? When it's real dangerous, it always happens at night, it seems like. And yeah, that's when it's bad, because when you're driving, man, you don't know what you're coming into. And it's happened plenty of times. It turns that ride into a white knuckle ride, as they say. You're like, you know, and the wind just making that tractor trailer rock back and forth. It can be scary. But anyway, so we went to Atlanta, got back, got that done, so I don't have to worry about it till next Monday. Hopefully, yeah. Usually that's how it goes. So anyway, I was listening to some songs on YouTube, and a song came up that I haven't heard in a long time. It was from Bad Company, and everybody loves Bad Company. I mean, if you like classic rock, you're going to love Bad Company. I know I've always loved Bad Company. Well, I didn't know in the I guess the mid to late 80s or something, they had another singer for a short period of time. I never knew that. I just, back then, let's see, so that the song I heard was If You Needed Somebody. It's like a ballad. It's a beautiful, beautiful song. And, I haven't even thought about that song since I was, 1990, I think it was when it was released. So I was 20. So I was just out of high school as I graduated in 89. So I'm driving down the road, and I'm like, I want to listen to some tunes, man. So I hit the thing on my phone, the YouTube, and it comes up this Bad Company documentary or something. And then I was like, I don't want to worry about that right now. Well, I watched some of it. I was like, I didn't know they had another singer. And so then I looked for that song, If You Needed Somebody. It's very, very, I love it. It's a beautiful song. And you know how a song will trigger your memory. And I said, oh, yeah, I remember this damn song. I just haven't heard it in 30 years, And I sent Ralph a message. I said, dude, can we cover this song, man? I love this song. He's like, if you really want to. I said, I would love to cover that song. So he said he was on board with it, man. So I go to karaokeversion.com like I showed on here the other day. That's where I get my backing tracks. And I typed in Bad Company. Comes all these songs. I was like, oh, this is great, man. A whole plethora of Bad Company songs. That song was not on there. It was not on there. I said, man. And it seemed like all the songs they had were the songs that Paul Rogers sang on, which he is the voice of Bad Company. That's what everybody's used to. His soulful singing is incredible. And but that what was the name of that album? Man, I just had it on the tip of my tongue. What was the name of it? I'm going to have to pull it up here. The album that song was off of. Let's see. Make sure my volume's down, so I don't want to. Holy Water was the name of the album. Okay, that was the name of the album. So, yeah, it wasn't on there. That was disappointing. And there's quite a few songs that I'd love to cover that aren't available on Karaoke Version, But, what can you do, man? Not really a whole lot, So, but I actually saw Bad Company. I actually saw. This is going to sound really bad. If I had to do it over again, I would have stayed. Years ago, let's see. This was, my God, it was probably 19. I'm going to say 98, 99 in that time frame. I was working back then I was driving a flatbed rig for a concrete company. It's actually just right down the street from where I work now. That's what's crazy. But it was under a different name. It was called Metromont. That was the name of it. And I drove for them for like 5 years. But anyway, there was this one salesman that worked there. And, when you, it's kind of one of those things where you work around certain people and you think, oh, that dude must be pretty cool. Must be right. And then they stab you in the back. It's like, damn. Sorry, I had to pop my neck. I thought that dude was cool. He stabbed me in the back over something and got me in a lot of trouble. And I got sent home. The boss come up there and made this big scene. I got sent home for the day, all that crap. All because that salesman ran his mouth. I said, okay. All right, man. That's how you want to play it. I can play that too, That's cool. And so some time passed, and you get to about 98, 99. And I guess Metromont had access to VIP, the boxes at the Coliseum or something. And back then it was called the Bilo Center. Now it's some other freaking name, like after some hospital or something. I don't know. Anyway, so he tells me, this salesman, he says, hey, man, come here a minute. And I was like, really didn't want to talk to him. I was like, what you want, man? He goes, well, I got these 2 tickets to the Bad Company show. And this was, of course, in Greenville, South Carolina. And, who was opening up for them was David Lee Roth. David Lee Roth had already kind of ridden his wave, and now he was at the point where he was opening up for people. And that was like, oh, shit, that's not good, So I said, I've never seen Dave live, even if it's just his Van Halen cover band that's backing him up. I've never seen him, So he gave me those tickets. I guess he felt kind of crappy about how he done me, I guess. I don't know. Or maybe that was his way of thinking that we were cool, or whatever. So he gave me the ticket, so I took them. And I took my son, and it was on I can't remember if it was like a Friday night or something. I don't know. So we went, and I have to say, I never experienced anything sitting in the nice boxes up there. I don't know what you call them. Those executive boxes that big corporations use when they go to a show. And so I walked in, and we parked in the VIP area. That was cool. It was just me and my son. I think he was probably about 8 or 9 years old at the time. Maybe 10, maybe. No more than that. So, so we got there, and there are people like, you going to park over here, you got to pay. And I showed him the parking. He goes, oh, you go over here. And I was like, oh, cool. All right. You didn't have to pay to park. And they just marked off that certain area, Feel like a big wheel, right? Because I don't ever get to do anything like that. And so we parked, and there was only 4 or 5 other cars in that little area. We walked in, and gave my son his ticket, had mine, and they said, oh, right this way, and you go up to the the box. And they had food in there. They had all kind of stuff. Of course, looked like it was catered in or something. And I didn't know anybody in that. Of course, I didn't. There was other people from I guess they all come together and rent, kind of like a timeshare, I guess. I don't know. And there was everybody else in there. They had suits on, and their ladies were all decked out, and everybody's whining and dining. I walk in like this with blue jeans and the T-shirt, and my son's wearing the same thing, right? And nobody, they automatically give you that look like, who the hell is he? You don't belong here. You just kind of get that look, It's like, whatever. I ain't here to talk to y'all. I'm here to watch a concert. Y'all take y'all's VIP ass over there and drink your damn wine and shit. But anyway, so we sat there, and it was cool. It was I have to say, that's probably the only time in my life I'll ever get to do that, and it was nice. A couple people were polite, but they were just kind of, hey, how you doing? All right, how are you? Corporate suite. Thank you, Rhodey. Yeah, is that what that is? Buck Lester, I'll get to your comment. Just 1 second. I'll get to it just a second, man. And that's an easy answer. I can tell you that really just 1 second. And so we're sitting there, and David Lee Roth comes out, and it's, of course, his band starts. His band was killer, man. They were awesome. Everything was spot on. It was fantastic, but it just wasn't the same. It was like, there's Dave, and his hair wasn't as, it was, when did the Sam and Dave tour, when was that? That was in 2000, wasn't it? I want to say. That was a big, man, there was a lot of feuds in that, and it was great for business. Sammy Hagar talks about that in his book. It was great business, but it was a horrible pairing of the two, Sammy Hagar and David Lee Roth. Anyway, Dave comes out, and he's losing his hair, and he's coming out, and he's spinning the mic stand, which was cool. I thought that was cool. And he's doing a few kicks and stuff, and he can still do the kicks a little bit, and he comes out, but his voice is not quite, as it's just not quite there. But so we stayed and watched Dave Lee Raw, that was cool. It was all right. And then when his show was done, the band had went off, and he's still out there going like this, getting all the attention he can. And he finally got off the stage. Bad Company comes out, and I saw him play one song, and I looked at my son and said, "Well, you ready?" I said, because I saw what I came to see, and he's like, "Yeah." So we left. So I actually did see Bad Company, and it was the original members. So when they, of course, reformed, and yeah, it was cool, man. It was cool. All right, let's go to this question here. First, we got the Roadie's Jam Cave. What's up, man? Rodie, how are you, man? Let me give you some applause here. What's going on?
Randy.
Rodie's like, that's not my name. People keep why does he say that? Because when I first saw his name in the chat quite some time back, I looked and I said, does that say Randy's Jam Cave? So it stuck. So I have hence crowned the Randy, right? All right, let's see here. We got, is it Buck Lester? He says, this is off topic, but why do semi-trucks wait to pass each other when they start to go up a hill and tie up 2 lanes all the way up the hill? I just got to know why. Man, I'm going to tell you. Because that particular driver that's passing, he's an idiot. That's why. The only time that I'll try to pass another truck going up a hill is if I'm empty. I'm not loaded down. You know what I mean? And that happened last night coming from Atlanta. I was behind a couple of trucks, and man, they go uphill and they lose all their speed. And you get down to like 45 on the interstate. I'm like, man, we're going to get run over out here, So there wasn't nobody around. This was late last night, and so I'm checking my mirrors. I said, ain't nobody around. So I get over, and I left them in the dust. That's the only time I will, pass a truck on a hill if I'm not loaded down. Other than that, I just stay in the right lane because it's, it's a good way to cause an accident. Half-Ace, what's going on, man? How are you doing? He says, that's an excellent question. Yeah, those truck drivers like that hold up traffic and all that makes us all look bad, man. I don't do that. But you got some of them out there that make it bad for everybody else. But that doesn't mean all the truck drivers are bad drivers. They're not. The majority of truck drivers are good people, good hardworking people, and they're trying to make a living, So, yeah, I mean, I've had a few crazy truck drivers try to screw with me out there on the road. Coming by, son of a bitch, doing all, and I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you, man? And just, because the dude's just whacked out on something or weird, crazy. They sit there and they get behind you and they doing this and that. Cool. Chad Horton, what's up, man? I work with Chad. He says I'm a bad truck driver. No, you're not, man. You're being silly. I hold up all lanes. He says, no, we don't. You are so crazy, man. Chadster. Man, I wish you would do some food reviews on your channel and make them public. He's done a couple for me, some food. I love a good food review. Do y'all like that? I love that. And he'll order some stuff from like DoorDash. I've never done DoorDash. I never have done that. I think out here they charge you double to bring it because we're out in the sticks. So, but he's done a couple of videos. Actually, he's done quite a few for me. He would make the video and he sends me the link, and the video's unlisted, of course. And because I think he's getting the feel of doing videos, which he does fantastic. And he goes, all right, man, it's time for another food review. I was like, oh, awesome. And he ordered some Mexican food, and he shows, tells where he got it. And I was like, driving. I was like, I'm freaking starving. That food looks so good. But his, Chad, you do phenomenally well, man, on that. I think you should do it a lot. I think people would enjoy it. And Sonic Grace, what is happening? How are you? Thank you for being here. Thank you very much for being here. Yeah, so, yes, sir. You are welcome, my brother. Brother Chad Horton, man, he's a good dude. Known him for, shit, Chad, how long, what, 10 years now? Something like that? Something like that. It's been a long time. He's him and the other gentleman that pops in here sometimes, Ricky Hull, those are fantastic truck drivers, man. They're good people, you know. And so yeah, he's good people, man. Sonic Gray says, hello, Chad. Hey, what's going on, man? Thank y'all for being in here. 12. Oh, it was 12 years. Okay. Thank you for the correction. Wow. Damn. I wasn't quite sure, man. Rhodey says hello to everybody. Yeah, we got some very kind people in the chat here, man. Chad, so you'll feel right at home here, man. Everybody's cool. But yeah, that was my David Lee Roth / Bad Company story, you know. Corporate Suites, that's right. Thank you, Rhodey, for telling me that. I couldn't think of the name of it, man. But Buck Lester and Buck Lester, I saw, a couple of shows ago, he was in, and I said, hey, Buckster. I looked at it wrong. I was like, whoa, that's not Buckster, it's Buck Lester. So you have now been crowned Buckster. Are you cool with that, Buck Lester? Are you fine with that? If not, let me know. We have a guy where we work. His name's Buck, and he's a good dude, man. But I'm not gonna get into that. But he's a good-hearted person. But he's something else. I'll just leave it at that. He is something else, boy. I tell you. Chad says, yes, hello, Sonic, Grace, and Rhodey. Buck Lester, oh, okay, he's cool with it. He says, I can dig it. Awesome, so you are now the Buckster. Sonic Grace says, oh, Buckster, that's cool. Yeah, that was just, I was looking on the screen, I thought that's what it said. And I said, oh, that's not what his name. So, okay, cool, man. Thanks for being a good sport. Oh, Chad says, there you go. You know what I'm talking about. Know-it-all Buck. And we're not talking about the Buckster. We're talking about our friend Buck at work. Oh, shit. Oh, Buck, man. Lord of mercy. Oh, my goodness. You ever know anybody at your work that everything you've done, they've done it, you know? Oh man, he's a sweetheart of a guy though, man. I can't talk smack. He's a good dude, good old country boy, man. But he's funny, man. He's funny as hell. I can't. Oh man, yeah. That's right. Encyclopedia Bookcania. That deserves a drum roll. There you go. Yeah. Very good, Chester. That's awesome. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Oh, in Call of Duty, the name got cut off to Buckles. Oh no. For real? Oh man. Oh man. When Rhodey says there are one of them everywhere. There's one in every crowd, man. Yeah. Yeah, it's, you know, I don't know. I'm not here to say anything bad. It was just funny because of Buck Lester was in here, and then I thought about Buck when we work. He's a good dude. He would. I can tell you what, man. Chad, you know I'm right what I'm about to say. He'd give you the shirt off his back if you needed it. He would. He would do that. Oh man, Miss Lala is in the house. She made it to the live stream here. Miss Lala, how you doing? She goes, I'm glad I'm watching this show live and not missing the chat on the replay. Thank you, Miss Lala. Appreciate. I can't talk. Appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. Hey, all right. Absolutely. Thank y'all for being here. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Has anybody done any guitar playing today? Or the past couple of days? This week? Any guitar playing at all? I played some yesterday. I actually brought that PA system in here and set it up. It's fun. This room is not, it's not that big. Well, because I got stuff everywhere in here. Guitars, computer desk right here in front of me. I got cameras on tripods. There's a fan right here because this room gets really hot when it's really hot outside. I got pedal boards on the floor. I got stuff over here. And so I set up the PA system right in here. And I said, I just want to play some music through the PA. Just, I don't know, just a few songs. And I set all that stuff up. I got the one pedal board out, the newest one, hooked it up. And then I said, well, I want to get the other one that I bought specifically for the PA system. And then hooked it up. So I was like a 8-year-old kid getting all his toys out, playing with them, you know. It's, but it was fun. It was fun. So the good thing about that PA is I was able, you can break it down really quick, really fast, you know. And as they say, cleanup's a snap. What is this, a commercial from 1978? What is it? Oh, okay. Buckster says he is learning Stormy Monday. Wow, that's great. That's a great song, man. That's awesome. That's great. It's fun to play, isn't it? Music is such a great escape from life, man. Rhodey says usually play every day. Going to what does that say? Going to fire it up after your show. Oh, okay. Good. Well, let me ask you. Let me ask you this. When you play, is there a certain guitar that you go to all the time? Like a favorite guitar? Do you have? Miss Lala says she's doing the song "I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry." Well, that's cool, man. That's awesome. Isn't that beautiful about music? You can just play. There's so many great songs to choose from different eras, you know, that just, you know, that are satisfying, I should say, you know. What's that now? Miss Lala says, I saw you in Tampa Jay's thing on Facebook. Oh, you did? Oh, yeah, I don't dabble in Facebook much at all. Once in a blue moon, I'll skim through it before I go to sleep early in the morning, and that's pretty much it. Facebook, to me, has really went downhill. When I first got on Facebook, I liked it. You know, it was really cool. And now it's nothing but a big commercial, I think. And God help you if you try to put some guitar-related content on Facebook, nobody watches it. Nobody watches it. Chad, dying is an escape from life also. Oh, my God. Yeah, I guess it is, but we don't want that, do we? We got Ralph has made it into the chat. Ralph, the German Butcher, the other half of the Joe and Ralph Show. What's up, man? He says, speaking of Stormy Monday, we have a tornado warning, Joe. Oh, no. Oh, no. Man, I got a feeling we're going to be messing with those all day and all night. Just keep your eye on it there, brother. Man, hope to God nothing comes from that. I was asking if you have a favorite guitar that you like to go to when you're practicing or whatever. Rody says, right now my 339, I just got it a couple of months ago, and I'm loving it. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Pooh Ninja, what's going on, Pooh? Welcome to the live chat. He says, Facebook. Yeah, that's what I say, man. It's kind of like, what's the point anymore? Y'all ever notice that when you try to put something on Facebook or something just to you hope people would enjoy it and nobody watches it? It's like, I don't understand that. It's like the age we live in now, it's a video age, right? It's a video era. Everybody's shooting videos on their phones. Everybody's doing this. I don't know. I think the big thing now is, what is it, TikTok or something? I'm not on that stuff. That's a, young person's game, in my opinion. But it is too commercial, Miss Lala. It is. It's way too commercial. But it's just kind of a letdown when you do some work on a song and you practice it and you go through the trouble of making a video and all that, and then you put it on, it doesn't matter, Facebook, YouTube, whatever, and it's like it just, and I'm like, damn. I'm like, okay. So it's kind of wild. Yes, stay safe, Ralph. Rhodey says, absolutely, man, yes. This old stoner is in the house. Hey, man, how are you? This old stoner, check his YouTube channel out, man. He's a great artist and such a nice person. He says he avoids Facebook. I don't blame you at all. There was a time or two I left Facebook for like over a year, and I just came back not that long ago. It's like a year and a half or two I was off Facebook. We're asking what kind of guitar is your go-to when you're practicing or doing whatever. Pooh Ninja says, my go-to is the Harley Benton. Is that SC Floyd? I'll grab the Washburn for something. Fixed bridge. Oh, okay. Harley Benton. I've never played a Harley Benton. Are they worth it, man? Are they? I mean, I know they're budget level guitars, which I have quite a few of those. Nothing wrong with that at all. I'm not bashing budget level guitar at all. I'm looking at one right here. It was $199.99. It's one of my favorite guitars. I just wish it had a Floyd Rose. It's just let's see. Ralph says he loves his Yamaha electric that I gave him. Man, yeah, I don't. I remember when you told me a long time ago, yeah, man, I love this Yamaha you gave me. And I was like, okay, cool. And I don't even remember that. But I'm glad he likes it. I'm glad it plays great. And I looked those guitars up too, man, Ralph, not that long ago, just to see. And apparently they made those in the 90s. And, of course, they're out of production. But I tried to find some on, was it Reverb or eBay? I think both. And you can't really find them. I was like, wow, that's weird. I figured it would, you could find them. I was just curious if they were out there, but no, But anyway, I'm glad it works, man. I'm glad it works for you. That's great. Rhodey's Jam Cave says he generally switches between his LP and SG. That's awesome. Something, man. No, that's wrong. I've held an SG, and it was white, and it had the triple pickup setup. And the reason I thought about getting one for a brief moment, and I happened to be in Florida, and there was a Sam Ash there, and my wife and I said, let's go. I want to check this out. Because Sam Ash is cool, a cool store. I like Sam Ash. There's not any in the general vicinity around here that I know of. The only thing we have around here is Guitar Center, and it's that whole story. But so I went in there, and there was a SG. And it was beautiful. And the reason I wanted to mess with it is because Hendrix, there's video of Hendrix. I think he's on the Dick Cavett show, and he's playing a white Gibson SG. And That's why I wanted to go check it. And man, I picked it up off the rack, and that damn neck was thick like a baseball bat. And I was like, oh, nope. And I put it back. And I can't play a guitar with a fat neck. I can't maneuver on it. I can't do it. This old stoner. I'll watch him some. I'm not quite sure who you're referring to, sir. I lost. It's hard doing this by yourself and trying to keep up with everything, so I'm kind of lost track. You can let me know there if you want who you're referring to. Miss Lala says, I have too much to watch on YouTube and to dedicate to videos on Facebook. Yeah, it's easy to get caught up in that stuff. And then if you're trying to do a channel and do videos, that makes it tough. People don't realize how it's tough, man. It's hard. Chad Horton chimes in, man. Trucker Kool-Aid. He says he left Facebook in 2017. Wow, 4 years ago, man. What? Oh, the tornado warning was for me? The tornado warning was for your area. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, God. Well, thank you. Hopefully we can
stay on the air during this tornado warning.
Sirens going off. Oh, my God. Hopefully not. Yeah, I noticed it got really quiet outside, man. It's really still outside. Wow, you can hear a pin drop. That's not good. That's not good, because a minute ago, wind was kicking, it was raining, and now it's not doing nothing. It's not doing nothing. Okay, so let's continue on. Buckster says he mostly plays a Tele Gretsch hybrid made by a local guy here in Huntsville, Alabama. T. Shepherd Guitars. Wow. Okay. I've never played a Gretsch. I've never played it. For me personally, when somebody says a Gretsch guitar, I think of like Brian Setzer and oh man, who else? Dwayne Eddy. I bet people don't know who the hell that is. And stuff like that. Those big old guitars. I'm sure they make other models, right? Besides those big old things. But then again, maybe I'm wrong. Oh, Camo Dave, was that? Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Let's see. All right. The chat jumped on me. Okay. Pooh Ninja says, I asked him about the Harley Bentons. He says, both of his Harley Bentons were around $350 US, and after a setup, they were killer guitars. Your results may vary. Yeah, true. It might. Everybody's different, but hey, man, as long as you're happy with it and it plays well for you, that is what it's all about. Let's see. This old stoner says he has a Yamaha FGX. Wow. Okay. That's cool. Brody chimes in. Let's see what he's saying. He says he's been wanting a Gibson SG since 1965. He finally got this one in 2012. It has a slim neck. Oh, well, man, that makes all the difference in the world right there. Man. Yes. Pooh, yeah, because I bought that episode of the Dick Cavett Show off Amazon because Hendrix was on it. And, well, really, it's two. He was on twice. And you buy you can buy it off Amazon, and they have both appearances on one video, I believe. It was Hendrix was playing a 67 SG, and yes, it was a Dick Cavett show. Yes. Yeah. For back then, in Jimmy's time, when he would play like the SG or the Flying V, those were like, I think those were new designs at the time, or he made them popular. I don't know if they were brand new, but he would come out with he would play some cool guitars, and people were like, what is that? Because he always played a Strat And in his early days, he played like a jazz master or something. What? It's Sonic Grace. Don't tell your sponsor, but I got a PRS. Oh. Okay. All right. I will not say anything to Rob. I ain't heard from Rob in a while. I wonder how he's doing. Man. Half Ace, he says the SGs always feel neck heavy, even if they aren't. The weight is distributed different than my other guitars. Oh, okay. I've never, like I said, I never even played one. We was talking about it was really still outside. There's a tornado warning right now, and Pooh says you're in the eye. You're in the eye. Oh, God. Don't want to joke around with that, really. Man, shit. I remember I'm a survivor of Hurricane Hugo. Yeah, who was Hugo? Hurricane Hugo from 1989. I think, Chad, we've talked about that before. Remember that? Speaking of driving through some bad storms, Chad Horton says, I drove through some very bad storms in southern Georgia today. Yeah, when I went down there last night, man, to Atlanta, the overhead Amber Alert signs, it was like, warning, flooding possible through Wednesday morning. I was like, shit, let me get the hell out of here, man. But, be careful, Chester. Please be careful. Let's see here. Sonic Grace chimes in. He says, my friend Michael has a Goth SG with a Dombucker. Ooh, that's pretty wild, man. I think the first time I saw an SG and I really paid attention was Angus Young from AC/DC, and I don't know, it never really grabbed me, that guitar body design. It never really grabbed me, but that's, from my memory, that's the first time I seen an SG. I was like, what kind of guitar is that? But hey, to each his own. Rouse says he's not a fan of the way a Gretsch looks. I never was either. I just I was like, man, those look awful big. But like I said, to each his own, man. Everybody likes what they like. That's why they make different stuff to suit everybody's needs. Let's see. Poop Ninja says $350 for a LP with a Floyd. Yeah, do y'all think that's I've heard people say you should never put a Floyd on a Gibson Les Paul. Do y'all think that's like a cardinal sin or something? To me, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Neil Schon was one of the first guitarists I saw have a Floyd Rose on his Les Paul. I never saw nothing wrong with it, but I think your true down-to-earth Les Paul players, Gibson players, they say, no, don't ever do that. But what do y'all think? Y'all think is that something that you shouldn't do? Do you agree with it? Do you disagree with it? To me, I think it's awesome. I mean, I think it's great. Let's see here. Half A says, I love the sound. Let's see. It's my problem, not the guitar. Oh, okay. Let's see. Buckster says, mine is a telly body with TV Jones pickups and Gretsch knob. Oh, okay. Yeah. Tellies are cool, man. I have a couple of tellies. I really like tellies. They're comfortable. That was one of my main live guitars. If y'all watch Rockin' Dave Byron's channel, that Squier telly he has, the color and everything is just like that, except mine's not a Squier, it's a Fender. And which, same, it doesn't matter. Same thing. I got Squiers here too. They're phenomenal guitars, and it don't matter what Rockin' Dave plays. He can make it sound awesome. It doesn't matter. He could play a toy guitar and it would sound incredible. But the guitar he has and the one they're exactly the same. Exactly. Same color and everything. And that was my main guitar for playing live for a long time. And, yeah. Rhodey says, Gretsch guitars put me in mind of Cadillacs. Okay. Okay, Buckster says that the Gretsch stuff on his guitar is the knobs and the strap, but that's cool, man. That's cool. Pooh Ninja says the Rev still owes me bingo money. Bingo money. Wow, I didn't know the Rev was doing bingo. Oh, man. Let's see. That's good. I like that. Miss Lala says, my Dan Electro feels like it wants to dive. Am I looking at that right? Wow, okay. Man. Dan Electro. I've never played one of those guitars either. Never have. Man. Oh, let's see. Okay. I'm starting to understand now. You have to forgive me. Rhodey says, yeah, I hate the neck dive too. It just, I just used Dwayne and Derek's trick of keeping the elbow on the body. Okay. I see what you're saying. I got you. That's the problem with the Flying V. Same thing. That's why I have a Flying V that my lovely wife got for me for Christmas. God, man, that was, oh man, I don't know, 10 years ago or something like that. And it plays pretty good, but if you let go of it, woo, it's man, and it's I can't stand that. I can't stand an unbalanced guitar. That drives me crazy. I cannot stand that. Okay, here we go. Sonic says, I got rid of my Jackson Kelly because it did neck dives. I didn't know that model guitar was bad about that. I didn't know that. Wow. And those guitars look okay, but I don't know, something about those guitars too just don't quite grab me. I don't know. Alex Lifeson. Oh, God. Let's see. Rhodey says, if you want a whammy, it's okay. I just don't use one much. Talking about putting a Floyd on a Gibson. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, personal preference, you know. Let's see. Hold it up. Yeah, while you're playing it. Yeah, that's... I would find myself, you know, everything would be fine, but as soon as I took my hand off the neck, maybe to adjust something or grab something, that guitar goes, woo. I'm like, man, I can't. I don't want the thing to hit or fall or something and mess it up, break something. I was like, man. So, nah, I couldn't do that, man. Couldn't do it at all. I had to put it back in the case, but I will keep it forever for sentimental reasons, you know. Rhodey's Jam Cave. Since I've gone wireless, it seems the transmitter pack compensates for some of the neck dive. Oh, okay. That's interesting. The Rev is doing bingo. He's keeping the prizes. He says he's getting people off the streets, but the ladies, but them ladies weren't homeless. They were working the streets to, oh my God. Oh God. Okay. My goodness. They say to string the strap to the headstock. Yeah, like I know what you're talking about. Yeah, you'd always see that. Elvis would do that with his acoustics back in the day. He'd have that strap going all the way. And I was like, man, that just looks weird. I mean, I know if that's what you have to do. But I was like, man, that just looks kind of weird. But, you know, whatever. Let's see. Jamal is in the chat. Hey, Jamal. How you doing, man? he says he's never had a neck dive with his Flying V. It's very comfortable guitar. That's awesome. Yeah, it's possibly just my luck with mine. It does neck dives all the time. If I could find a Flying V that wouldn't do that, which I have to be fair, I haven't really shopped around for one. But if I came across one and it didn't do the neck dive, I would get it. I think Flying V's are cool. You have to get used to playing those when you're sitting down. It's just weird for me. Like, man, I don't know. I have to stand up and play anymore. I used to, if you look at this channel, go way back, a lot of videos back then, I would sit down and play. I never understood that. I look back at it now, I was like, dude, why were you sitting all the time? You can hear that bleed through over there. Anyway, let's see. Okay. Anyway, I want to talk about the guitar of the day, man. It's sitting right here. Let me grab it real quick because we're running out of time, and we'll show it to you. All right, hang on. This is my EVH. It's a Wolfgang Standard. All right, this is a standard. It's not a special. It's a standard. And by the way, I do use Xfour wireless systems. Rockin' Dave Byron uses the same thing. But so I got this off of eBay. All right, so they did a killer job on the paint job. They striped it up. And I had a new pot put in, volume pot, and a Tessie kill switch. All right, so there's my Tessie. There you go. All right, and upgraded the Lockingnut from Echoplex, and they're the stainless steel screws, I should say. And man, this guitar plays great. It's awesome. Give you a quick sample what it sounds like. I'm not standing up, I know, but just real quick. It's a great guitar, man. It's plays so well. It's got the roasted maple neck on it. So here lately, this is my go-to guitar that I'm practicing on, right? So let me put this back real quick. So that's my go-to, right? And if you've never heard of Echoplex, I was wanting to show you that real quick. And if you want to upgrade certain parts, if you play a guitar with a Floyd Rose, right? Let me share a screen. Let's see here. Share screen. Yes. There we go. And we hit the Chrome tab. Computer's slow today for some reason. I might have to reboot everything here when I get done. Okay, now this is the stainless nut clamping screws that I installed on that guitar today. And look, they're only $9.95. You can't beat that. How many times have you tried to tighten your screws down and they would strip out at the top or whatever? If you have a cheap Allen wrench, that'll happen too. But that's great, man. I want to also show you this tool that I bought. I saw it from another video, and that's what made me say, man, I want to get that. Let's see. Right here. This 3 millimeter premium T-handle wrench right here. Man, this is worth its weight in gold if you're messing with, again, Floyd Rose nuts and Floyd Rose in general to change the strings. Everything else, you see that? Look at that. That really comes in handy. Yeah, I used it today for the first time, and man, I said, I wish I would have got this a long time ago. You know, it's really cool. Really enjoy it. $20, it's not bad. Here it is right there. And when you're doing the Floyd Rose when you're changing the strings on the end, you just pop this in there and then you can just twist it. It's so much more convenient to use. So $20 from FU Tone, and it's great. I find it very convenient. It's nice to have cool tools like that, man, when you want to do guitar maintenance or whatever, you know. And it's awesome, dude. Awesome. FU Tone. I've gotten quite a bit of stuff from there. Quite a bit. Man. So let's take this brief pause. Take a message, this word from our sponsors. We'll be right back. Get ready to wrap up the show. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Daily Joe Podcast is brought to you in part by Shreveport's Home, First and Last, your place for a cold six-pack or 6 bullets for your pistol. Visit First and Last today. Julio's Place. For authentic Mexican food, stop by Julio's Place now for fresh fried burritos, tacos, and more. Julio's Place. Julio! Hayes Farms. From farm to table, quality guaranteed since 2021. Hayes Farms. And Rob's Music Store. Your place for a cool instrument, a hot piece of ass, or to play some numbers for gambling that night. Rob's Music. And now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Thank you to our sponsors, man, for sponsoring this podcast. Appreciate it so much. And thank y'all for being in here. This is awesome. Thank you so much. This has been a fantastic show. The chat has been amazing. Let's see, half face. What's he saying? Oh man, he says I was watching the Tom Weber EVH Frankie setup video this morning. He really likes the 3mm T-handle wrench. Yes, that's where I got the idea for the wrench. Half face. There you go, right there. That's where I got the idea, and I was like, man. I said, I like that. He goes, and yep. I saw that same video, man. I watched most of it. I think it was last week when I was coming back from Atlanta. Yeah. Rhodey, thank you, man. Thanks. Yeah. I'll tell you what, my wife says, you can tell you're an only child. Oh, man. You got to have fun. You got to laugh to keep from crying. My father would always say that. You got to laugh to keep from crying, man. You know, if you don't have a sense of humor, what do you have? Nothing. You know, you ever done that? This is what gets me. I'll tell you this real quick before we go. What you see is what you get here with me on these podcasts. I'm a down to earth, kind of easygoing, chipper, jolly kind of dude. But don't you hate when this happens? When you go through a drive-through, and I know right now they can't get people to work, especially fast food joints. And hey, 802 Blues, what's up, man? You coming right under the wire, man. Thanks for showing up and saying hello. And thank you, Rhodey. Yeah. But anyway, I go to Subway yesterday, right? I told my wife, she goes, you want me to fix you something? I said, no, it's too hot outside. It's hot in this house. Let's don't turn the oven on. I'll just go to Subway and go through the drive-thru. So I go around, I go to the speaker, I order my stuff. And you can tell when you get to the speaker, the girl goes, welcome to Subway. Can I take you on a... I said, yeah, I want a 6-inch tuna and a 6-inch BMT. What else? There's a thing of chips and a drink. What else? I said, that's it. And pull up to the window. She slides the window. I said, hey, how you doing? Yeah. That was it. and they give me my food. I said, thank you. Have a good day. And just shut the and I was like, what is wrong with people, man? You know, like, wow, man. I said, I bet your ass wouldn't be like that if you was on your deathbed right now. You know, if you had bad health and was about to die, I bet you would rethink that attitude. Be grateful that we're alive, that you can live life, man. You have family, you have friends. You know, if you work, if you're able to work, you have a job. You know, you have a car. Be thankful for stuff. It's so easy to take advantage of stuff. I've been guilty of that more than once. But when you step out of that box, sometimes, you know, I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I have my health, and I'm glad I have family and friends. And I just would like to see, especially around here, people would just, you know, just relax. It's okay. You'll be getting off work soon. You're not going to be there 24 hours a day, you know. Randy says there's a lot of butt-hurt folks out there. Yeah. A lot of lazy folks out there, too. Anyway, that does it for this episode of the Daily Joe podcast. Man, thank y'all so much. Thank you for everybody being here and participating in the chat. And, hey, man, check out FU Tone if you want to put some upgrades on your Floyd Rose guitar. You know, whatever. Keep playing music. Keep jamming, having a good time. I'm going to get out of here. I got to eat lunch. My wife made tacos. Oh, it's from Julio's place. I think she got it to go and brought it here. So I got to go eat, and then I got to go. Got to leave at about 4:15. So anyway, have a great one, y'all. God bless. Thanks for being here. And until next time, this is the Daily Joe podcast. See you later. Bye-bye.
She came in and sat down right in front of me. She picked up a glass of wine as I took to see. She said,